Hello, welcome back to the Great Patriotic War. Uh, Last time we went through the air turn, which was more of a reorganization turn. This time we're going to be going through more of the ground part of the war. And towards the end of the last video, well, at the very end of it, I was doing some minor repositioning around the 11th and 48th armies, as well as the 16th Army, trying to slot them into places where I felt like they would be useful. And I think they're in okay positions now, but still a little nervy. There's a lot of places along the line here where if I could build up an attack, it would be very, very good. But I just don't have the force to do so. Because like any of these areas where I could normally encircle them, I don't have enough units to do so. And the 13th Army is in very bad shape here. Oh, these guys have really been worn down. I think I need to bring in a couple rifle divisions over here. Maybe this 166th Rifle Division needs to be brought in. Let's give them over to the 13th Army to try and replace some of their losses here. Put them onto ready. And then the 50th Rifle Division we will put on ready, and we will march them up to here. We do have the river to our west there. This guy's going to have to go back to the 24th Army. Put him on reserve. And then this guy, I guess, is slightly closer to being ready. So we cannot rail him. So we'll refit him. And then we'll bring this other guy back behind here and refit him after that is done. This guy needs to get swapped in something else. Alternatively, we could send... I guess we could march him all the way up here. The 13th Army is going to need a lot of supplies here. And I think they're going to need some artillery. So we'll give them a bit of core artillery. And some howitzers. Filatov has not had a good war so far. 11 victories and 26 defeats. I'm very tempted to replace him. His admin is also very low, which is a big concern here. I think I'm going to bring in Vasilevsky, who is an absolute god of admin. Although, maybe not. Maybe I'll do someone a little lower. We could do Govarov. He's not bad. Good, okay admin. Yeah, let's use Govarov for the 13th Army. It's much more reliable overall. Who is doing the... Timoshenko is on the Western Front, okay. These guys do not need to be on refit anymore. I guess I probably should have put them on this side. I'll leave them there for this turn, but I should have put them on the other side. We'll just let them sit there for now. We're really not that far from Smolensk. You know, considering it's October, we haven't managed to push too much further, which is a godsend for us. We got some of these workers divisions. They're not very useful, to be honest. This is depleted. Can we get this to the reserves. What is this made up of? Some rifle squads. They have labor squads. That's my question. They do not. They have a couple sappers. So these guys are not super useful because they're not good at entrenching. Which is a bit of a problem. So they're more just supply stealers. But we can at least march them up here as a holding force. Just in case. Why is this assigned way back there? Do none of these nearby armies have space? The 10th army has space. Why is he not under the 10th army? It makes no sense. Luckily, I've had a lot of time to refit, so that we have a lot of combat prep, kind of all up and down the line now. This is honestly the best I've felt about the army in quite a while. Other than our leadership, which is still a problem, the rest of the army itself is looking quite good. Get these guys off their train. And we can move these guys move a little bit back and just try to gain some supplies for them. And this unit can slot in on, let's see who's weak here. I don't really like this where there's a split command. I don't like that too much at all. Gotta have them come back here and just sit on reserve. Get off the front line for a little while. Once this guy gets off of refit, they'll be ready to go. Definitely could use some fresh units down there. I don't think they'll be able to get over that river. I mean, I might be wrong, but without air support, I don't see them getting over that river. And personally, on this front here, I almost want to move back up to the river line. I wonder if I could do that. And these armies here are so overstacked. I have to have guys going up to the front because I have too few armies and too many units. Since these guys are just on the holding front here, I'm going to send them up to the front level. Since they're not in dire straits. And then I'm going to assign this guy to 27th Army. And I'm going to move the 27th Army over. Oh, this should not be a 4. This should be a 3. No wonder the supplies all effed up right here. This shouldn't really be a 3. This should probably be a 2. This is probably more like a 3. Yeah, because no supply was making it to this depot, I think. So rather than having this one at the front level, let's have this. Ooh, actually, I don't know. I want to leave that one there for now. It's a fort level 1, that's a fort level 0. Well, I think it's okay to move it up to the front level. I'm going to switch this into that army. I do have another army available. '55th Army. Which I would like to start building up as a real army. So as I find some units for it, I will throw a few its way. So we'll throw that in the city fort. I'm going to switch the army up to here. And then I'm going to give this guy to the 8th Army. I realize I'm going to have to find a slot. I think I will just reassign this up to the front level. Kind of works, I think. We are getting some good construction done along this line. That's kind of what I'm looking at, all the fort levels here. I'll turn the markers on for them. But you can see here we have got a very strong line in a lot of places. It's just that going back into some of these hexes now is kind of dangerous. Like we could take some pretty heavy losses from these fights, but they are crossing a river in the rainy season, so I'm pretty confident that we can hold it. So I feel, while not great, I feel better. Kind of knowing that that's the best we can do. We just need another army here that can be a slightly more offensive army. Or we just wait for the winter. More likely. Alright, so we kind of did our center area. I honestly don't think they're going to break through here. But just in case, let's put down a couple of fortified regions. So we'll put down one right there. Give that to 3rd Army. We'll take this guy off the train, and he goes to the 21st Army. What the hell is the 21st Army? Oh, down there. Okay. So we can march him along the rail a little bit, I think, without wasting too much of his energy. Or we could just leave him up there. Perfectly fine. Fine and dandy up there. So might as well just leave him. The mud season is just not a time of year where you want to be doing a whole lot of fighting. You do want to fortify up this hex and this hex. we're going to give them over to the central front to refit. Because I want good fort levels here. The central front has good construction going on. And they've got a good commander in Kerponis. Alright, so now in here we should be able to sneak back into this hex. Using this unit. Stack them there. Rail this guy the rest of the way in. And give him over to the 37th Army. Take him off his train. Now the 42nd Army's Mechanized Reserve. I think we keep them there for now. And this guy, I think we keep him. Maybe we have to move him down further south. I'm not sure. Because this is unready. Yeah, this not exactly super strong here, that's for sure. So can I rail? Let me try this. Quick move into here, then I can't move back in there. But at least this guy is now a backstop. Kind of want to get the 1st Airborne Corps over to the well, I guess the whole 50th Army would have to go there, wouldn't it? That is a lot of units. He just doesn't have enough move points to get over to this rail, otherwise I would do it. This tank guy is down to 4 T-34s. Not exactly a strong tank division. I'd very much like it to get him off the map. And I want to move everyone back behind this river line here. But I don't think I have the movement points to do so on this turn. Alright, well that kind of puts him in a better spot now. Still, I would like to be able to assign him to a real command, but I don't think there's room for him under the Southwestern Front. And the 40th Army just is so wrecked still. After the little brush with disaster. Alright, we just got to do some line straightening overall here. I don't like having to give that up for free. I might have just screwed those guys over there. I don't know. Because they don't have a river now to protect them. Yeah. Screw them. Oof. This guy's not putting up any defense. Shit. I gotta move this stuff down. Him. Not a whole lot. Oh boy. I realize what a disaster area this is. Crap. Yikes. Retro. I guess we gotta rush forward a division to here. I think it's... Could get him all the way up here. Now let's put him here and we'll get him to the 50th Army, I guess. I wish there was room for them under this command. Yeah, that's very concerning. I have nothing I can get in there. Well, at least that shores up that line a little bit. It's not great, but it's something. Jesus, we have a real shortage of infantry units down here. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just fine. Actually, let's assign these two to the Coastal Army. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it'll give it a little bit more punch, I guess. Just needed to start this process of fortifying a little bit earlier. A little bit behind here. Can't imagine why. Because I always get so lazy when it comes to the bottom of the map. Alright, Let's get some more units in here. So the southern front is over by 2 now. What a pain. I guess we could reassign this guy to the Caucasus front for the time being. And honestly, we could assign the 38th Army to the Caucasus front. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. Ruh-roh. Okay, so there's no one there. Yeah, we gotta contain that. That is a scary little thing. Yikes. Man, we badly need units here too. Shit. Let's bring in some units for this area. Transfer in 3 rifle divisions. Give them to those armies down there. Hopefully that's in time. Don't know if it will be. Trying to get the 40th Army back together again. They've been totally Humpty Dumptied. Trying to get them refit to the best of my abilities. At least this should kind of head this off at the pass here. Even though it's not the best situation. Could be worse. I think we want to just put someone in here. Realistically, I would love to put someone in there, but I think at least, ooh, I could walk them all the way down to there. It does have some benefits for us. Walk them down there for now. If the Romanians cross the river, we could be in some trouble. But they're going to have supply problems in this part of the line, so it's not as bad as it could be, although it's still pretty bad, like having this undefended here. I just don't have enough to shift out. Could I shift up? Like if I put this guy on a train, I can't even get him up there because he's right next to the enemy. That's one of the big pains in the ass of this area of the line. you got to use so many rail points to go around here, which is a real problem. I could theoretically get them up to here. I don't know if that helps us all that much. I wish I just had a... Ooh, this guy's already on a train. Okay, maybe this could work. Yeah, I think this will work. So if we can get down to here, at least can alleviate the emergency situation. He doesn't have to be the most ready unit in the world, as long as he exists. And then we'll back this guy. So now, yes, there is a gap, but on the bright side, we have all of our rail hexes kind of defended here. And, you know, they have to use a lot of movement points to get over there. It's so tough when you don't have enough divisions to go around. And I don't think he's going to break through with just a brigade there, but I don't know for sure that that's the rest of the division isn't around somewhere. So I think I should be safe. I think overall the line is pretty solid. The tank division. Why is this just sitting back here? I don't know. Let's get it somewhere useful. Like down to here. Oh, look at that. Rifle division. The Soviet rail network, for all its weaknesses, does occasionally make a huge difference. You know, I'd rather be on the good side of the rail network than on the... Oh man, this could actually save our ass. This could save our ass here. Yeah, so we can put this guy off the train, give him over to the 38th Army, and then we can move this guy back over one. Now we have that line, quote unquote, defended. It ain't great, but it's ours. Yeah, that guy saved our bacon. You never know with these little units that are just sitting around in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes they come in at just the right time. That was very, very fortunate. I mean, we're still in bad shape here, but so are they. So I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we should be okay. I think we turn the turn now. We have 4 APs left. I don't really want to spend them on anything. Not right now, anyway. So Kursk is getting plenty of supplies. Let's move that down to a 3. I think we need to move this up to a 4 because it's at the end of the line. And this also needs to be up to a 4. It's at the end of the line. Kharkov can go down to a 1. This could be a 2. That should stay a 4. This should stay a 3. Actually, this could go down to normal. This is getting so much supply that it's good. Yeah. Does this not have an airfield? That's crazy. All the ports should have airfields, right? Yeah. We need air bases at all of them. Okay. I think that's the best we can do. All right, so next time we will turn the turn and see what happens. Till then, see ya.